Hi, I'm Martin Warwick, reporting from the Small Cells World Summit here in East London in Docklands, and I'm talking with Frode Stordal, who is CTO, Chief Technology Officer at Telenor. What factors are driving demand for small cell technology in mobile networks right now?
Let me first start with the customer. Because if you think about the customer today, they demand high quality connectivity everywhere where they are. And I'll give you one example. In February this year, we had the Olympics in Sochi, and Norwegians, we are crazy about skiing, right? So during one of the events, 80% of the data traffic in the mobile network was people watching the Olympics over the mobile. So that says something about one of the actually biggest and largest demand, why we need also continue to deploy coverage and small cells.
What do you think are the key challenges, the problems that are being faced by telcos as they begin to deploy and implement small cell solutions?
If you think, Gartner predicts that in 2018, 25% of all the traffic coming from smart devices will go through small cells. That means massive deployments. So when you build the macro network today, in my organization we build maybe 2,000, 2,500 macro sites per year. When we're going to talk about massive small cells deployment, we talk about maybe 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40 or 50,000 and 100,000 like they do in the US, right? So number one is that you have to handle that as a large scale. So that's number one. The second part is that to be able to kind of take it to the next level when we talk about 4G and 5G and so on, you need a backhaul. So how to get the backhaul. The third part is how to get the power to the thing. And the number four is the site acquisitions. So all these things is extremely demanding for an organization. And if you add that up, it's also its cost. And as an operator and as the CTO, I hate cost and I hate complexity, right? So that's one of the biggest challenges that we really need to do something with, and that's also why I find these events so useful.
Now, do you think small cell technology is actually capable of delivering telco requirements now, as of this moment, or does the technology need more development?
I do think that more development is needed. I think what we see today is still too fragmented. If you think about this industry, this industry is about volume, it's about scale, and it's about interoperability. So we need to see much more standardization and much more interoperable solutions going forward. That's one of the biggest challenges that we are facing as an ecosystem.
Can you tell us what's the business case for carrier Wi-Fi? Lots of people say there isn't one.
It's a good question. What I look at it, and I have a different perspective to Wi-Fi, because I look at as we are transforming from being voice-centric to become a data-centric company and delivering internet for all. It's extremely important for us that the traffic stays in our network. So if I give you some data point from the Korean market, where is maybe the most advanced telecom infrastructure markets in the world today, you have 3 complete LTE advanced networks. So what you see is that the traffic goes into the carrier network, and that Wi-Fi is not growing. So I think it's extremely important for the operators forward is to keep that network in their network, because that's where they're gonna make money from.
How are telcos leveraging existing backhaul capabilities?
I think that we have quite a long way to go, and I think that what we have seen on the RAN side and active sharing and passive sharing and so on, I think we need to see much more also on the backhaul side. And the reason for that is that as we're moving into the cloud, as we want to move the RAN into the cloud, as much of our kind of assets into the cloud to virtualize as much as we can, the key requisite for that is backhaul. But backhaul is extremely expensive. So going forward, I think we need to see much more collaboration than what we've seen so far when it comes to that topic.
Frode Stordal, thank you.
My pleasure, thank you.